This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field for the first possession of the game. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
That's caught. It's Martin.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Scanning the field, it's Boley. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grab near the marker. It's Martin. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Red pass, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Snagged in the middle. It's Martin. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Marshall quick to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Herd! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll bring it out. It's Beebe. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. Back to pass, it's Foley. Quick strike complete. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Sticks it in his belly. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Martin. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is third down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the 4th down.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. So the Memphis Tigers offense will go to work for the first time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Pucks it out of the air. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Guys, let's talk about Memphis. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Memphis! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Beebe. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. The sure hands, it's Martin. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Boley. Fires complete on the crosser. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Power football with the run. Can't get him to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to listen. O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Toss sweep to the right. Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period, 1st down here. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. This time on target. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got him. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Here we go.
New set of downs after the completion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Memphis.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point was good.
21, Marshall, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Back to throw, it's Bowling. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Marshall quick to the line. They'll run the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Soto. There he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes...
Got some room headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Memphis heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Touchdown, Memphis. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
28, Marshall, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. Quick completion to the right. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Looking to throw, it's Boley. Fires to the tight end. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? You get a good pickup on 1st down, open up the entire play.
Man, it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off the play fake. It's complete to the right.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll try to get outside. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's got his man. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'll try to pick up this 3rd down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Trying play action. They're working that left side. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll keep it on the sneak. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man down the middle.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And the Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the middle. He's got it. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Complete. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Wide receiver going in motion, trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. At the 45 on its way. A lot of room to the right. Touchdown Tigers! And the stomping has commenced.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Marshall, 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Looking to pass. It's Bowling. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
After getting 4 sacks last game, this defense really is trying to create an identity as being one of the better pass rushing units in the entire country. Haven't really seen that, though, in this game so far until that last play. Now let's see how that affects the rest of this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds a man on the left. Turning it on. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Trying to get the edge on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Soto. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Pressure coming, and they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Marshall takes over the ball. The thundering herd offense coming out. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Back to throw. It's Bowling. Hauls it in. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. The thundering herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. He's got it on the right. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. They'll leave it with him. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Got his man on the right. Breaks the tackle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Give to the fullback. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a fourth down. What a play by this defensive front.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
Makes the grab past the marker, and he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
They're dealing with a second and long. Leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's go. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Taking it the other way. The 40. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Marshall! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping to route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. You still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Give to the fullback. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. To the air on first down. Got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. The play action fake. Working that left side now.
Man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
Absolute shank. Missed it. After the miss, the lead still at 11. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. Got his man in the middle. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Wide open downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to throw. It's Bowling. Got a man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Marshall quick to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's caught. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He's got it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. The snap sets up the throw. A little release to the back. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Second and goal for this offense. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Can the D deny them on second and goal?
Did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Got it behind the line. It's Soto. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle it?